do we have anything on the recruiting front to kick around?
Jamie French, double F French, teammate of Hilton Stubbs at Jacksonville Mandarin, is a guy that Miami continues to chase. And a couple of guys that Miami got in the portal to Michael Rawls's post there, Simeon Barrow and Tyler Barron, are in that super deep defensive line rotation I listed them in the reverse order that he did, but at defensive tackle and defensive end respectively. Just lots of dudes, man. Like it's getting, the roster is getting to the point where it's not just Ruben Bain or not just this player. Like, you have multiple guys, and I've already mentioned like 8 guys or 7 guys on the defensive line, in the course of this show. And you love to see that. And hopefully, people are taking notice. When Josh Pate put up his 11-1 firm stance, I wouldn't call it a prediction. He just said this is what's going to happen for Miami this year. Steve Wiltfong, who left 247 for On3 as their director of recruiting or whatever, quoted that post and was just like, hey, man, it would be really interesting to watch Miami on the recruiting trail if they went 11-1. And I believe that to be the case. And also, I think that this staff knows what they have and knows what they're selling. And as we've seen with Mario, like, he's just a different kind of recruiter to other people. And regardless of how it goes, they're going to be ready to capitalize on this opportunity. And a time that Miami was famously unable to do so was 2017. Yes, the 10-0 start. And if you remember, Miami was chasing all kinds of dudes in that year. And got Jaron Williams, the quarterback, to flip from Kentucky on the Notre Dame day. That was game day at the U, and had Drake up at the second story cutout of the Shalala Student Center right by the lake, and did all that stuff, pomp and circumstance. And all of these guys wanted to visit Miami. They wanted to elevate Miami. They wanted to push the recruiting forward with Miami because, Miami looked back-ish. They were adjacent to being like the U of old. And there was a lot of interest. And Mark Richt and company slow played everyone and said, hey, we hear you, we see you, and we're going to continue communicating at this level. And it's probably going to peter off a little bit because we're focused on undefeated going to the college football playoff. That's what we're looking at. And so we're not really connecting with you in recruiting the way that you might want. Lose the game at Pittsburgh, lose the ACC championship game, and that small window for a really impactful class gone. A similar situation will not befall itself for Miami with Mario Cristobal at the helm. Look, you've already seen, even last year, a top 5 class with an average 7-6 season, 7-5 in the regular season. The year before that was number 8, and it was 5-7, right? But if Miami wins more games, 10-11 in the regular season, trust me, will not be like the 2018 recruiting class where there was a chance at greatness and we missed that opportunity and it struck midnight and the carriage turned back into a pumpkin, and then all those dudes, because afterwards, and this is well known, afterwards everybody was like, hey man, we're good. And the coaching staff was like, yo, 5-star Mark Rogers. Oh, hey coach, what's good? Yeah, no. I saw that game on Black Friday. Tough loss in the ACC championship game. Anyway, coach, my mom is calling me to do the dishes. So, all right, coach. Like, that kind of a thing will not happen if Miami were to have that kind of success on the field this year. And Joe Jackson saying, I can tell you this is like 97, 98, 98, 99 in terms of recruiting. Okay, I could see that. But, they were still like Miami was still coming off of sanctions then. Like it was like obviously the 98 and 99 classes were the classes that built the foundation for, the best team in college football history. The 2001 Miami Hurricanes, like going in that direction. Yeah. So I mean there could be, yeah. I see some parallels. I'm picking up what you're putting down, Joe Jackson.